The housing market in Greater Lafayette, like markets across the country, is heading into a busy spring season. Now, with interest rates low and demand for property incredibly high, it can be difficult to know what to expect before buying or even selling a home. News 18's Cameron DeBlasio spoke with a local broker to learn how the market is really shaping up to be here. So, Cameron, it's a great time to be a seller right now.
Yeah, it definitely is, Marley. And average home prices in Tippecanoe County have gone up nearly $50,000 in the last 2 years. And while this is a lucrative window for homeowners thinking about listing their properties, buying a house is another story.
If you have bought and sold a house in the last 5 years and think you know how it works, it doesn't work that way anymore.
That's the message from local real estate agents heading into the most active period of the year. And if you're thinking about buying a home for the first time, Keller Williams managing broker Cheryl Butcher says the market has changed even more.
Right now, a lot of the winning offers are cash, no inspection, no appraisal. And most first-time home buyers really can't compete with those.
It's tight competition for every buyer, with local listings down almost 60% compared to pre-pandemic levels. Coldwell Banker Shook managing broker Charlie Shook says the substantial increase in prospective buyers is also impacting the market. While a home in this area can usually take around 3 months to sell, Shook says
now we can get it sold in 9 days. Probably less.
He also says the hot market is forcing many buyers and their agents to get creative so their offer stands out.
The buyer can be flexible on the closing date. The buyer can be flexible, choose to be flexible on occupancy. And they may say we close in 45 days, but the seller can have another 45 days to move out. We never really were an advocate of that.
So why the high demand for homes? Well, interest rates are well below the 4 to 5% that's normal, and the value of owning property in Greater Lafayette has gone up about 10%. That means finding a home with a sign that says for sale instead of sold is becoming more difficult. Still, Shook says it's doable.
We do find houses for almost everybody. It just might not be the first one. It might not be the second one. It might be the third one. And in that process, the seller or the buyer might have to become a little more competitive than they anticipate being.
More competitive and, according to Butcher, more aggressive.
If you really want a house, you're going to have to be persistent, but be persistent and you will become a homeowner.
Now, Butcher and Shook both agree the projected rise in interest rates will likely price some prospective buyers out of the market, and Shook expects the next rate hike to come sometime this month. Reporting in studio this morning, Cameron DeBlasio, News 18.